What would you do if you had the power to protect yourself from external influences and master the energies around you? Banishing Pentagram. Master. This before it's too late. A simple yet powerful ritual that can transform your reality. Imagine being able to shield your mind, protect your spirit, and achieve deep energetic balance every day. Banishing Pentagram. Master this before it's too late. Whether you're just starting or already a practitioner, this ancient practice is the key to the self-development and protection you've been seeking. Ready to unlock your true potential? Stay with us and find out how. Have you ever felt that sensation of being overwhelmed by something invisible? Like even though everything seems to be in order around you, some strange energy is messing with your peace, with your well-being? Maybe it's the stress that comes from work, or perhaps a dense energy in the air that you can't quite pinpoint, but that somehow affects you. If you've ever gone through something like this, it could be that what you're feeling is the presence of unwanted energetic influences. Now, imagine if there was a way to create a barrier, something so powerful that it would push away those energies. A protection that would keep you balanced, at peace, and on top of that, amplify your own inner strength. That might sound like something from another world, something only a magician could do. But believe me, this practice exists and is within your reach. Today, we're going to talk about a technique that may seem ancient, but is still extremely relevant in the modern world. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. Have you heard of it? If not, get ready, because we're about to dive into something that could change the way you think about energetic protection and balance in your everyday life. This ritual, with its deep roots in esoteric traditions, ceremonial magic, and even ancient mystical practices, is a tool of power. But more than that, it has the ability to transform the way you interact with the world around you. We're not talking about something distant or complicated, but a simple and effective practice that can easily be incorporated into your daily routine, no matter your experience or beliefs. Maybe you've heard of big names in occultism, like Aleister Crowley, or read about the practices of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, and wondered how all this could apply to your everyday life. The answer might be closer than you think. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is not just for those who are into high magic or deeply studying the Kabbalah. It's for anyone who seeks more harmony, protection, and balance. Now, before we start exploring the details of this ritual, I want to ask you a question. What do you believe is the source of your energy? And even more importantly, how do you protect that energy? Do external influences have power over your inner state? These are powerful questions, and this ritual is a way to answer them, to align with your inner strength and protect what is most precious, your being. Are you ready to discover the power of the pentagram and how it could be the key to your spiritual protection? Let me know in the comments. Get ready, because what's coming next is going to open doors to a new way of understanding your own spiritual path. The pentagram, such a simple yet profound symbol, carries with it centuries of history, mysteries, and interpretations. It's like a key that fits into many spiritual doors, each one revealing a different facet of its power. But before we dive into the ritual itself, it's important to understand what this symbol represents and why it is so revered across so many cultures throughout history. Let's start with the pentagram in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. These symbols weren't just decorative, they carried powerful meanings. For the Egyptians, the pentagram was deeply connected to divine wisdom, representing perfection and harmony between the material and spiritual worlds. It was associated with the 5 fundamental elements of nature: earth, water, fire, air, and spirit, the principle that transcends everything we know. When you look at the pentagram, you are, in a sense, looking at the very fabric of the universe, with all these elements represented in a balanced and harmonious way. The transition to Jewish tradition and the Kabbalah, with the pentagram as well, brings a new layer of understanding. Here it directly connects to the Star of David, a figure of balance and protection. In the Kabbalah, the pentagram represents the universal forces that govern the cosmos. What many don't know is that this ancient spiritual tradition teaches that by understanding the laws of the universe, you can align with them and access an infinite source of energy. By focusing on this symbol, you create a link with the cosmic principles that shape our reality. In modern occultism, and more specifically in ceremonial magic, The pentagram becomes one of the most used symbols in banishing and invoking rituals. But why is it so important? The pentagram, in its shape and movement, has the power to protect and cleanse the energies around you. During rituals, it acts as an invisible barrier against external influences, helping to create a sacred space. When you trace the pentagram, you are, symbolically, asserting your authority over the environment, over spiritual forces, and over yourself. This is where the beauty of the law of vibration comes in, which states that everything in the universe is in motion. By tracing the pentagram, you activate this vibration. By aligning with this frequency, you tune your being with the cosmic energies, creating a resonance between your own energy and the universal flow. In simple terms, you connect with the harmony of the cosmos, becoming part of something much greater and grander. Now imagine being in tune with this vibration. Imagine using the pentagram as a tool to banish the negative energies around you, thereby creating a protective barrier that helps you maintain balance amid the chaos. And the most interesting part is that by doing this, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're also aligning with the cosmic order, with the principles that govern the universe. It's like a cosmic dance, where each step is taken with intention and harmony. What do you feel when you know that this simple symbol, with its precise geometric shape, contains a direct connection to universal forces and can be used to transform your reality? This is just the beginning of what the pentagram has to offer. You'll begin to realize how powerful it can be in your life, in ways you may have never imagined. When you practice the banishing pentagram ritual, you're not just making hand movements or tracing symbols in the air. You're creating an energetic shield around you, blocking unwanted influences and establishing a space where your energy can thrive. This is the real power of this practice, the ability to transform what seems invisible into something highly tangible, directly impacting the quality of your daily life. Take a moment to think. What would happen if you could consciously access this protection whenever you needed it? Wouldn't it be extraordinary to feel like you have a powerful tool to strengthen your energy, ward off negativity, and allow your intentions to manifest with clarity? That's the kind of shift a simple ritual can bring. Now, if you're starting to realize the power this can have, and feel that there's something real and valuable happening here, liking this video is a way for you to support this journey of transformation, both for yourself and for everyone else who hasn't discovered this practice yet. Your like will help more people be reached, and who knows, they might begin living this experience of protection and self-awareness too. But the best is yet to come, because what's coming up now will show you how you can integrate this in a practical and lasting way into your daily life. Let's continue. Now that we've learned a bit about the symbolism of the pentagram, it's time to dive deeper into the practical power of this symbol, especially in the context of the ritual that many occultists and magicians use for spiritual protection, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. This ritual, which is one of the most powerful tools in ceremonial magic, is a true key to not only ensuring protection against unwanted energies, but also restoring balance within ourselves. The first thing you need to understand is that, when performing the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, you're not just making a physical gesture with your hands. You're creating an energy field around you, something very real, that protects you from the negative impacts of the outside world. This ritual is a way to manifest energetic balance and harmony, acting as a barrier that repels influences that could harm your spiritual and physical well-being. And here comes an important concept, the Hermetic law of polarity. In simple terms, this means that everything in the universe has two poles, positive and negative, light and darkness, up and down. The pentagram ritual is a way to create a line of protection between these two worlds. When you trace the pentagram and activate it, you're drawing a clear boundary between what is yours and what is not, between what serves your evolution and what doesn't. By doing so, you create a safe space where negative energy is not allowed to enter. Now, when you trace the pentagram with your hands, you're not just drawing a symbol in the air, you're also creating a kind of energy shield. And it's not just the physical movement that matters here, but the intention behind it. Concentration, visualization, and intention are essential parts of this ritual. When you visualize the pentagram, see it as a powerful light cutting through shadows and darkness, you're calling upon the forces of the universe to align with you. This strengthens your energy and creates a natural protection that manifests both physically and spiritually. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is the impact it has on your inner balance. Think about it. In a world full of stress, pressures, and external influences constantly testing our energy, what could be more valuable than the ability to restore calm and clarity in the midst of it all? The ritual helps align the energies within you, clearing blocks and negative influences that may be affecting your emotional and spiritual health. Additionally, by practicing the ritual regularly, you begin to notice a cumulative effect. It's not just about protecting yourself in the moment, but about creating a protection foundation that stays with you, preparing the ground for other deeper spiritual work. If you practice meditation, yoga, or any other form of self-awareness, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can be the foundation upon which these practices are built. It creates the necessary energetic environment for those practices to be even more powerful and effective. Can you imagine how much this ritual could impact your life? Imagine being able to, at any moment, banish negative influences and restore your inner balance, whether after a difficult day at work, a stressful meeting, or even an emotional confrontation. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is a powerful tool to help you keep your energy clean and your mind clear, always. And the magic doesn't stop there. The true strength of the ritual lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. By making it part of your spiritual routine, you begin to notice an increase in your own ability to manifest what you desire in your life. You're actually using the pentagram to align your energy with the flow of the universe, allowing things to happen more smoothly and harmoniously. Now that you know a little more about what the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can do for you, I ask, how would your life change if you had the ability to create this protective barrier whenever necessary to keep your energy safe and balanced? The next step is to learn exactly how to perform this ritual so that it becomes a powerful tool in your daily life. We live in a world full of challenges, emotions, and often energies that affect us without us even realizing it. Our environment is constantly influenced by external forces that shape our reality, and this includes the energies of others, as well as the environment around us. This is where magic comes in, or more specifically, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. This isn't just a simple, esoteric ritual, but an effective tool to ensure protection and spiritual balance in our daily lives. Let's imagine for a moment the amount of stimuli and pressures we face in our day-to-day. The stress of work, anxiety about financial or family problems, the overload of information we're constantly receiving. All of this creates an energetic field that can easily affect us negatively. Often people aren't even aware that they're being energetically affected until they start feeling the symptoms. Constant fatigue, negative thoughts, inexplicable emotional discomfort. Our energy gets depleted, and without realizing it, we enter a cycle of imbalance. But how can magic help us break this cycle? The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, with its powerful symbolism and intention of banishment, acts exactly like a shield that repels these external energies. It creates an energetic barrier around you, protecting you from negative influences, whether from others or the environment around you. And the most impressive part, this protection isn't just a passive defense. It activates your own energy of self-sufficiency and balance, allowing you to remain centered and at peace, regardless of what's happening around you. Now imagine the impact this could have on your everyday life. When you practice the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram regularly, you begin to notice a shift in your emotional and psychological state. By creating this sacred and protected space, you can distance yourself from disturbing energies and connect more deeply with your inner center. Stress, anxiety, and daily concerns begin to lose their power over you, and you become more capable of handling situations calmly and with balance. This energetic protection goes beyond simply defending against external energies. It also allows you to connect with a higher energy, one that's more aligned with your essence and the true nature of the universe. When you are in harmony with your energy and spiritually protected, your ability to make clear and wise decisions increases. Intuition, that capacity we all possess but often ignore or fail to listen to, becomes stronger and more accurate. It's as if you're connecting with a higher version of yourself, one that has access to the knowledge and wisdom of the universe. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram acts as a bridge between your earthly self and your spiritual self. It opens doors to a higher state of consciousness, allowing you to better understand your emotions, desires, and choices. The true beauty of magic lies in its simplicity. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can be done in just minutes, but its effects can be profound and lasting. It doesn't require complicated tools or years of study to be effective. What it requires is the pure intention to protect yourself and others, creating a safe and sacred space where you can reconnect with your deepest energy. Now, think about how you can integrate this practice into your daily life. You can perform the ritual in the morning, before starting your day, to establish an energetic protection and ensure that nothing interferes with your balance. Or you could do it at night, as a way to clear the energies accumulated throughout the day. Each time you perform the ritual, you're creating a moment of deep self-care, where you put your spiritual needs first. The most important thing to realize is that this practice isn't just about banishing negative energies. It's about affirming your energy, strengthening your presence in the world, and ensuring that you're always aligned with your deepest truth. When you adopt this practice, you're not only taking care of yourself, but also of your environment, the people around you, and your own spiritual evolution. Imagine how different your life would be if you had this spiritual protection available at any time. If you could handle the challenges of daily life with a calm mind and balanced energy, knowing that you are fully aligned with your true self. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can offer you that, and much more. Now, let's explore an even more fascinating aspect of the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram: its ability to connect us with something greater than ourselves. Perhaps you've wondered, how can I connect more deeply with my higher self, with my spiritual essence? This is an essential question for any practitioner of magic, or anyone seeking a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. And the answer often lies in rituals such as the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. Connecting with the higher self is not something that happens by chance. It is an intentional process, a practice that requires the willingness to open up to the more subtle dimensions of our existence. When we perform the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, we are, in fact, creating a direct channel between our everyday consciousness and the universal forces that govern our being. The energy of the ritual, with its gestures and words laden with meaning, allows our spirit to rise, our mind to calm, and our inner voice of the higher self to be heard more clearly. But what does it really mean to be connected with the higher self? Imagine yourself as an antenna receiving spiritual information. When you are in tune with your true essence, you begin to perceive signs, intuitions, and guidance that would otherwise go unnoticed. This elevated state of consciousness not only helps us make wiser decisions, aligned with our internal truth, but also gives us access to deeper knowledge, beyond rational comprehension. In the context of the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, the connection to the higher self occurs because the ritual, with its symbolism and movements, prepares the body and mind for a deeper experience. It clears accumulated energies, aligns our energy field, and allows us to access more subtle dimensions of reality. When you trace the pentagram in the air, you're not just drawing a symbolic figure. In a way, you're creating a bridge that connects the physical plane with the spiritual one, allowing the energy of the universe to flow through you more clearly. This connection, however, isn't just a mystical or abstract experience. It has practical implications in our daily lives. When we are connected to the higher self, we are better equipped to deal with the challenges of daily life. Our intuition becomes sharper, our decisions more aligned with what truly matters, and our perception of life expands. You begin to realize that you are no longer merely reacting to what happens around you, but rather acting with awareness, aligning yourself with the universal flow that governs your being. The consistent practice of the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram helps to strengthen this connection with the higher self. Over time, it becomes a powerful tool for bringing more balance, clarity, and purpose to your life. Magic, then, ceases to be something distant or mysterious, and becomes an intrinsic part of who you are. When you practice, you are not merely performing a ritual, you are opening doors to a higher state of being. Now imagine what your life would be like if you could regularly access this elevated state of consciousness. If you had constant access to your higher self, always aligned with your deepest intentions and connected with the forces of the universe. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram not only offers this, but also provides a sense of inner peace and security. When you connect with your higher self, you also connect with a greater sense of purpose, and this, in turn, brings more confidence and courage to face daily challenges. By practicing this ritual, you are doing more than simply protecting your energy or finding balance. Ultimately, you are making space for spiritual evolution, allowing yourself to grow and develop each day. And the best part, every time you perform the ritual, your connection to the higher self strengthens, creating an upward spiral of self-awareness and enlightenment. Before we dive into the final steps of this ritual, I want to extend an invitation to you. In the final card that pops up here, you'll find a video that perfectly complements what we've been discussing. It will help you take an important next step on your spiritual journey, and it's definitely worth watching, as the concepts you're learning here will go even deeper. But before you go, tell me, what's the most impactful insight you've had so far? Drop a comment below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep getting more content like this. Now stay with me for just a little longer, because what's coming up next will be crucial for you to understand how to integrate the Banishing Pentagram ritual practically and powerfully into your daily life. Let's keep going. Your breakthrough is right here, just ahead. In the modern world where speed and complexity reign, it can seem difficult to find spiritual tools that truly have a deep and practical impact on our lives. However, when we look at the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram through the lens of the Hermetic laws, we see how this ancient practice directly connects with the forces and dynamics that shape our everyday reality. One of the first Hermetic laws we can observe in this context is the law of mentalism, which teaches us that the all is mind. This reminds us that our external reality is, in fact, a reflection of our internal mental state. When practiced with intention and focus, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram allows us to shape this mental state. Through the movements and invocations in the ritual, you begin to align your mind with the purest and most protective energies, creating an energy field that not only wards off external influences, but also refines your own mental field, making it more focused and balanced. When you perform the ritual, you are essentially manifesting your own will and intention, which leads us to the second Hermetic law, the law of correspondence, which tells us, as above, so below. This means that the higher planes reflect the lower planes, and that by invoking the spiritual protection of the ritual, you are in tune with the cosmic flow that permeates all dimensions of existence. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, then, is more than just a simple protective practice. It is an affirmation of your connection to the universe, a reminder that you are part of something much greater. This brings us to the law of cause and effect, which teaches us that every action has a corresponding reaction. When you perform the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, the energy you invest in the action generates a response on the energetic plane. Every movement, every word, every intention in the ritual creates a spiritual cause that results in a protective and balancing effect in your life. This is the direct manifestation of your will, reverberating in the universe and returning to you as energetic protection. In other words, by practicing the ritual, you are not only protecting yourself, but also creating an energy field that strengthens your ability to influence your reality. Furthermore, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram aligns with the laws of vibration and polarity. Everything in the universe is in constant motion, and energy vibrates at different frequencies. By performing the ritual, you are tuning into frequencies of protection and harmony, raising your vibration and warding off low-frequency energies. The law of polarity, in turn, teaches us that everything has its opposite, but these opposites are, in fact, two sides of the same coin. When you invoke the protective pentagram, you are bringing in a positive polarity, an energy of light, that can neutralize the negative polarity of external influences or negative thoughts. The ritual serves as an energy transformation mechanism, allowing you to shift between different states of consciousness and energetic realities, always aligning with what is highest and most protective. On a more practical level, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can be integrated into your daily routine as a way to maintain balance in your everyday life. By incorporating the ritual regularly, you begin to strengthen your connection with these universal laws, creating a space of harmony within your mind, body, and spirit. Over time, as you repeat the practice, it becomes not only a tool for protection but also a way to continually align yourself with the forces of the universe, a way of staying in tune with the natural flow of life. It's interesting to note that, by putting these universal laws into practice through the ritual, you begin to notice changes not only on the energetic level, but also physically. The harmony created by the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram can be reflected in your personal relationships, your career, and even your health. This happens because the energy field created by the ritual begins to interact with your material reality, aligning your life in a more fluid and positive way. Therefore, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is not just an isolated esoteric practice, but a powerful tool that can be used to align your life with the universal laws that govern our world. It is a bridge between the spiritual and the physical, helping to transform your inner energy and manifest that transformation in the external world. By applying these principles in the modern context, you create a more balanced life, protected and in harmony with the cosmic forces that shape everything around us. Throughout this video, we explored the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram as a powerful and transformative practice, not just in the esoteric context, but also in modern daily life. What we begin to understand is that this practice, which may seem like a simple series of gestures and words, carries within it a force that goes far beyond its outward appearance. In fact, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is a vibrational tool that aligns you with universal forces of protection, balance, and evolution. It allows you to connect with a deeper dimension of reality, where the laws that govern the universe become clear, understandable, and most importantly, accessible. By learning to work with these energies, you become more aware of your own ability to create and modify your reality. It's important to remember that the ritual is not just an isolated practice, but rather a way of life. Incorporating it into your daily routine not only creates a layer of protection against external influences, but also strengthens your connection to your higher self, your deepest intentions, and the cosmic flow that surrounds us. Whether you're an experienced practitioner or someone just beginning to explore the world of magic and the occult, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram is a key to unlocking the spiritual potential that resides within you. By applying this practice with dedication, you will notice a change not only on the energetic level, but in all areas of your life. From a new sense of security to the discovery of a sharper intuition, the ritual works to balance your energy, protect you, and guide your path. It is ultimately a tool for self-knowledge and self-transformation, essential for anyone seeking not only spiritual protection, but also personal growth and evolution. Therefore, if you haven't yet incorporated the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram into your life, now is the perfect time to start. It's not a complicated practice, and doesn't require years of study to be effective. With just a few minutes a day, you can begin to experience the benefits of being more aligned with the spiritual forces that govern the universe. Be the magician of your own reality, protect your energy, and create a more balanced and spiritual life. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram could be the key to that transformation, helping you live with greater awareness and harmony. It's an invitation to begin today, to take the first step toward a practice that not only protects, but also elevates your spiritual journey.